Alright, you guys. First, all you need to do is clean your eyebrows up by brushing them out. Up and out. Up and out. Then you will go in with your tweezers. These are just Revlon cosmetic tweezers. And I'm looking at my mirror while I'm doing this, but you'll go in and clean up anything that you do not want, any strays. Just go ahead and get rid of them. I'm trying to stay in camera for you all. Maybe I'll close up. And I did my eyebrows like maybe last week as far as cleaning them up. So once you like really go in and really just tweeze them, just every once in a while just go back in and tidy them up a little bit. Just a little on the top and the bottom. That's usually where I get the most regrowth. I hope my camera's good enough, you guys. It's my iPhone. So. Alright, and then you'll just re-comb through and check yourself and see if you like what you've done. And it's fairly easy after you've been doing this for a while, but you'll catch up. And I've actually had the worst problem. I'm going to try and find a picture for you all. My eyebrows were so thin and so, oh my gosh, they were just so scattered. It was ridiculous. Like, you know how you go through when you're in high school and you're trying all these new things and you overdo your eyebrows. And that's what I did. They were like super thin, and it was thick here, but it was super thin back here. You know that style, how it used to be. But it was so hard for me to grow my eyebrows back. I had to use so many different products as far as oils and whatnot to try to get them grow back. And finally, they've grown back. But I'm not finished. I still, even though it's a cute little everyday look, I like to fill in my eyebrows anyway. I mean, it's teaches on. You don't have to if you like your eyebrows like this, but I like to fill mine in. Now, what I'm going to be using is this flat bristled brush by Eco Tools. This is what I'll be using to apply the powder. And when I do my eyebrows, some people use liquids, like the liquid pens or whatever, but I actually just like to use the powder. And when you're doing your eyebrows, since I have black eyebrows, you always go a few shades lighter than what your actual color of your hair is. Only because if you don't, you will look like you've tattooed it on your face, and you don't want that. You don't want to look like you've tattooed it on your face. So what I'm going to use, I have black eyebrows. I'm going to use a brown by Revlon Color Stay. This is what I'll be using. Now it's only a few shades difference from my eyebrows, so it'll work pretty well. And you don't have to put this on too thick. Just enough to kind of fill them in where I have like little gaps and the ends. I like the ends to be kind of sharp, and I like the little gradient situation I have going on. So we're going to try and keep that as not super natural, but you know, not over painted either. Stay in camera. And ignore the scratch on my face. That was my niece. She got a hold of me. And I like to fill in the edges of my brow to kind of give it that finished, nice straight line. And I also like to redefine this peak I have up here to give it a little bit more definition. And it doesn't matter if you do this perfectly or not the first time, because you will always clean it up with some concealer. And then I go under. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just go under there and fill in a little bit and wipe away where you don't really want any. Okay. Okay, now you see the difference? A little bit thicker. It's just a little bit thicker. I'm gonna put a little on the ends, a little bit more on the ends. I kind of want to extend my line down a little. Just me personally. I like a little bit more extended line. Gives me a little bit more playroom with my, you know, eyeshadow and stuff. Gives me a little more room. Alright, now after you have filled in your brow, what I love to do, which not everybody has to do it, but I like to come in with a liner brush. And this is by Bobbi Brown. And I like to take my concealer, and this is e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer, oil-free, for those who have acne. And this is a nude. It's just my skin color. It's a few shades lighter. Oh, also, you do not want to go too light with your concealer, especially on your brows, because it will stand out later if it's too bright for your skin tone. So always make sure you get maybe at the most 2 shades lighter. You don't want to go too bright. And I just put a little bit on my brush. And this is where I will clean up the brow and make it look a lot more defined. You just do little quick strokes. And then one long stroke at the end. See? And then you take your brush and bring it down to kind of blend out the product. And I have like an old piercing scar, so I try to cover that up a little bit too. A little concealer. And I like to sharpen up that edge. And then you just apply some more concealer to your brush and then do the top half. Now this is a little bit more difficult to do as far as your top half goes. I'm trying to stay in camera. This is very difficult. This is my first time. Sorry, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. There we go, much easier. And just clean that up as much as possible. Now, usually when I do this to my eyebrows and I really make these very defined striations on my face, I just usually only do this when I'm going out or have an interview or, you know, not for every day. That's just me personally, because it takes a lot longer and this is not something I want to do all day, because as you can see, it takes a little bit longer than just filling in your brows and going. Anyway, now I'm not finished. I also have a routine, especially now because my eyebrows are growing out a lot more than what they used to, where I actually groom them and make them stay, because throughout the day, because they are a lot longer than what they used to be, throughout the day they move and they don't want to stay, you know, put. So I like to use this little bad boy right here. It is by Rimmel London and it is Brows This Way. I know it's probably backwards, but anyway, it's a gel and it keeps my eyebrows in place all day for at least 12 hours. So it's perfect. I love it because I have very, very unruly brows. And if you have unruly brows, you know what I mean. You know, they're a blessing and a curse at the same time. But you go up at the front and you swoop sideways to kind of bring your brows this way. And I definitely like to do the end. And this gel also gives my eyebrows a lot more definition, because now you can kind of like, you know, see those hairs a lot better. See? I love it. And that's what I do first before I actually do my foundation or any makeup. I always do my eyebrows first, and then I do my eyes, and then I do my foundation, and that's what blends all this together. See the difference? Much more full. It's not too cartoony or clown-like. It's just, you know, brings my eyebrows out a little bit more. Oh, and my hair, I will be doing a tutorial on how I did the little hair bow. It's a little messy. I've been wearing it for a while, like since this morning. It's like 3 o'clock now. But anyway, please subscribe and let me know what you guys think. This is my first video again, so let me know what you think. And subscribe. Thanks for watching.